Tonight's news focus: Sarawak Governor and wife to attend Keman Kaul ceremony on April 27. Free education extended to Sarawakians studying at local public universities. Sarawak Premier receives courtesy visit from Commander of 1st Infantry Division. Assalamualaikum and good evening. Yang di-Pertua Negeri Sarawak Tun Pin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tunku Jaafar and his wife, Tuan Datuk Petinggi Fauziah Muhammad Sanusi, received a courtesy visit from the Mukah Kaul 2025 Main Committee at his official residence at Kasuma Resort on Monday morning. The courtesy visit was led by Balingian Assemblyman and President of the Melanau Association Abdul Yaqub Arbi as the President of the Mukah Kaul 2025 Main Committee. The courtesy visit was to invite Tun Dr. Wan Junaidi and Puan Fauziah to the Keman Kaul ceremony in conjunction with the Mukah Kaul Festival 2025, which will be held on April 27. The 2025 Mukah Kaul Festival will be held from 19 to 27 April 2025 at Pantai Kaladana Mukah, which aims to preserve customs and strengthen the unity of the local community and its surroundings. Among the events that will be held are the Serahang Parade, Tibo competition, cultural and handicraft exhibitions and traditional performances. The courtesy visit delegations also sought Tun Dr. Wan Junaidi's views and advice on efforts to strengthen cultural, education and economic aspects in Mukah. The free education program implemented by the Sarawak government starting on 2026 will be further extended to students in the state studying at the public higher education institutions under the second phase of the initiatives. Rector of University Technology Mara UiTM, Professor Dr. Firdaus Abdullah, said Sarawak Premier Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Datuk Abang Openg has agreed in principle with the proposal, especially for students at UiTM Sarawak branch to develop a skilled workforce.
Datuk Petinggi Premier adalah prinsipal secara dasar yang bersetuju. Ikut beliau, ini next phase, second phase, di mana free education ini nanti akan dipandangkan kepada pelajar-pelajar Sarawak dari institusi pengajian tinggi awam.
He said this to the media after paying a courtesy call on the Sarawak Premier at Wisma Bapak Malaysia on Monday. The first phase will see free education given to Sarawakians studying at Sarawak-owned universities starting next year. Meanwhile, Dr. Firdaus added that Datuk Petinggi Abang Zohari also proposed UiTM to assist the Sarawak government in transforming the agricultural industry. He explained that among the proposals of the Sarawak Premier is to make UiTM Mukah campus, which has 500 hectares of land, a hub for paddy cultivation projects, especially in research and development (R&D) of paddy seeds, productivity and paddy yields.
So kita akan meneliti cadangan Datuk Petinggi Premier tadi dan kita akan membuka satu task force, research team yang kita akan melihat, kita akan cadangkan kepada kerajaan Sarawak nanti bagaimana kita dapat bantu dalam teknologi, dalam infrastruktur dan dalam produktiviti penanaman padi untuk Sarawak. Ya, termasuk carbon storage sebab penanaman padi ini ada kaitan dengan carbon storage dan kami merasakan itu satu inisiatif ke arah environmental sustainability seperti dalam PCDS Sarawak itu sendiri.
He added that the Sarawak Premier also suggested that UiTM Sarawak branch prepare a working paper to form an R&D laboratory for microalgae projects in the state. In another development, Dr. Firdaus Abdullah has proposed to the Sarawak Premiers to establish the Kursi Tun Openg History and Heritage. He explained further that UiTM will collaborate with the program to conduct research on the developments of Islam and also the cultural history of Sarawak. Meanwhile, Datuk Petinggi Abang Zohari received a courtesy visit from 1st Infantry Division Commander Major General Datuk Khairul Anwar Abdul Aziz at Wisma Bapak Malaysia on Monday. Major General Datuk Khairul and his delegation's visit was in regards to the realignment of land forces operations in Sarawak.
Terutama kita membahagikan semula kawasan operasi daripada sempadan di antara Sarawak dengan Indonesia dan juga segi keselamatan di Laut Cina Selatan.
Meanwhile, his delegations also expressed gratitude to the Sarawak government, especially Datuk Patinggi Abang Zohari, for the donations of new equipment involving an allocations of 11 million ringgit. New regulations are needed to harmonise the carbon capture, utilizations and storage CCUS laws between Sarawak and the federal government. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Fadilah Yusof said this was because the new CCUS law approved at the federal level only involves Peninsular Malaysia and the federal territory of Labuan, not Sabah and Sarawak. He said the Sarawak government has passed its own law on CCUS during the Sarawak Legislative Assembly sitting last year.
Cuma apa yang perlu diharmonikan sekarang ini, bagaimana undang-undang persekutuan dengan undang-undang negeri itu dapat diharmonikan supaya apa saja pertindihan ataupun perkara yang perlu memerlukan kerjasama persekutuan dan negeri ianya dapat diharmonikan melalui peraturan dan sebagainya. Itu yang akan dibincangkan sebab dalam pensetoran ini sudah pasti ianya melibatkan kerjasama di antara persekutuan dan negeri.
He said this to reporters after the Semariang Kejiranan Mesra Bubur Lambok Distributions ceremony at Surau Darul Al-Amin, Kampung Semariang Jaya Phase 2 on Sunday. He added that cross-border transportations for CCUS is also required in the new regulations to enable Sarawak to start carbon trading. The CCUS law at the federal level will be tabled in the Dewan Negara before being approved by His Majesty the Yang di-Pertuan Agong Sultan Ibrahim Ibni Sultan Iskandar. The Sarawak level Gawai Dayak celebrations will be hosted by the Orang Ulu community for this year. During a meeting chaired by Deputy Sarawak Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Uga Ambas on Monday, he said that a hosting community was appointed based on a rotational basis. He also announced the appointments of Deputy Minister in the Sarawak Premier's Department Labour, Immigration and Project Monitoring, Dato' Grawat Gala, as the chairman of the organising committee. According to Dato' Amar Douglas Uga, Dato' Grawat is the chairman would form his working committee and later propose the dates for the various programs. He added that the celebrations presented a golden opportunity for the Orang Ulu community to showcase their culture and traditions. Touching on last year's celebrations organised by the Bidayo Committee, Dato' Amar Douglas Uga described it as a great success. Meanwhile, Minister for Education, Innovation and Talent Development, Chairman of last year's Gawai Dayak Celebration Working Committee, Dato' Sri Roland Sagah Wiin, said the 5 core of programs were successfully carried out. Dato' Sri Roland Sagah noted that the publications of the Coffee Table book marked the first time it was done, which will be launched before this year's Gawai Dayak celebration. Sarawak Deputy Minister for Transport and Chairman of Gawai Dayak Bazaar 2024, Dato' Henry Heriginep, stated that a total of 2.4 million ringgit worth of sales through 174 stores was recorded in the 11 days it was held. And that's the English edition with me, Saiful Bahri Muhammad. More news can be found in our official portal ukas.sarawak.gov.my and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. We conclude tonight's UKAS Bulletin with a courtesy call from the Mukah Kaul 2025 Main Committee to Tun Pin Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi and Puan Datuk Patinggi Fauziah at his official residence at Kasuma Resort on Monday morning. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.